Now, the recommended intake for women is 2,000 calories a day. Isn't that right, girls? Yeah, keep an eye on that. Yeah. Don't fucking care on a Friday night, they do. And you're being sick and shagging. Now, so that's a deficit, right, of 1,200 calories a day, right? So she must be consuming 5,200 calories. That's over 2.5 times her daily intake, just to keep herself at a reasonable size. So fuck knows how much she's eating. Do you ever think she combines the two? You know, it'd be great multitasking, wouldn't it? But apparently, I'm just going to finish this little bit. John says that he's happy. That apparently they've got into swingers parties to satisfy Desiree's needs, and John's going along with her. But apparently, John's happy to watch her have sex with other men. So would you be though if you had a bird like that, wouldn't you? Hey, go on, fill your boots. I actually live in a place called Dalston, right? If you don't know, it's somewhere between Bethnal Green and Clapton in the knife crime league tables. But mind you, the knife crime has been going down a bit recently. They're going for the kneecaps now. That's the latest phrase. It's actually quite a civilised place, and you wouldn't believe me, but it's really come up in recent years. You can actually walk along the street saying hello to people you don't know, waving hello and stuff like that. Mind you, I did get called a four-eyed, white-head cunt the other night, which I thought was a bit harsh, but I didn't take racial offence to it though. She was white too, lovely girl. But it's a very diverse place. We have had quite an influx of Australians recently, which, you know, I don't see that as a particularly bad thing. At least now my mates don't complain they can't get a shag at the weekend. Now, how many people here smoke? Yeah, quite a few people. No, not at the front. Don't you?
Boys, you stop lying.
No. How do you guys? Well, it's a little while ago now. But how do you feel about the smoking ban? Do you think it's a good thing or pissed off?
Brilliant.
No, it's a good thing.
Amazing.
It's funny how you still get people moaning about the smoking ban, don't you? I was chatting to this old boy in a pub the other day. Actually, a true story. And he was saying that, you know, now the smoke's gone, you can smell the BO. I thought, why don't you just get some deodorant, you cunt? That's all that meant. It's funny though. Back to obesity. Are we all okay with this? Are we going to be quite open with this? Now, a lot of people do actually see it as a serious illness. You know, a lot of thin people do actually think it is a serious thing. And I was thinking, how would that really work? You know, I can't really imagine it. I've got some really bad news. Really, I'm seriously ill. Oh my God. What is it? Have you got cancer? Is it a terminal illness? Is it a sexually transmitted disease? Not fucking likely. No, it's worse than that. I've got obesity. Oh my God. Is there anything they can do? Is there anything you can do? No, there's nothing they can do. Are you finished with that bit of cake? I once went out for a couple of dates with this girl, one of those overly flirtatious women, you know, the sort of ones that get a bit up close for your mates on the dance floor, you know, but God bless them. And sometimes it did get a bit too far, and I'd have to sort of just pull her aside and say, you know, I'm sorry, but it's getting a bit too much, you know, I feel a bit inadequate here. But, you know, she'd say to me, Mike, I can't believe you think I'd sleep with one of your mates. I only want to be with you. And that always made me feel better, you know, because really, deep down, I knew that it never went further than a hand job. I remember once we went back to my flat, me and her and my flatmates, and we were watching TV, having a nice time. Anyway, I went to the kitchen to make us all a cup of tea. And when I came back, they were sitting there, and she was openly wanking him off, right? But she acted as if nothing was happening, though. Well, they had a few drinks. It was going to take a while. All right. That's her, by the way. I wasn't joining in. Yeah, this is a bit weird, though. Nice tea. Sorry? The tea. Well, to be honest, I'm getting a bit bored of it. Yeah, I know what you fucking mean. Oh, looks like Mr. Volcano's erupted. Have you got a tissue? I was reading this story in the paper the other day, the Daily Mirror. I don't know if anyone saw it, right? It's about this Danish guy, and he boasts that he can fit up to five penises, up his backside at the same time. What an arsehole. Now, I've never been into drugs, but I've been doing a bit of research on them recently, right? And apparently cocaine shrivells your cock up. I want to know who's been spiking my drinks for these years. Like, but as I was saying earlier, I do have problems with women. I don't know, I suppose the small cock jokes don't help, but I can tell you some little stories about the problems I've had in the past. I did actually want to meet this girl at a party, and she was on quite the large side. But you know, we had a good time. But the next day, all my mates were taking the piss and saying nasty stuff about her. But really, to be honest, I just looked at it as an experience. You know, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, fucking large one. She left it around the flat. And there's another woman I went out with for a little while, right? I was absolutely besotted with her, absolutely loved her, right? But she was a bit on the tall side, and I say a bit tall, she was 6'5", right? And I absolutely loved her, said a lot of nice things to her, but she dumped me, because although I was saying these nice things to her, I couldn't help from time to time taking the piss out of her for being so ridiculously tall. Never went down very well. I sure was getting neck ache after 2 minutes, I had to finish myself off. Now, there was another girl as well, and she split up with me because she complained that I was too tight. I fucking hated that strap on. Gotta be honest with you. Now, who is on Facebook? You're on Facebook, aren't you, Tony? Yeah. Well, I'm not been on Facebook, and my brother said to me the other day, he said, "Look, Mike, you've got to get on Facebook. There's already loads of pictures of you on there." And I thought, I'm not too happy about that, to be honest. I mean, let's face it, there could be a 63-year-old man sat at home right now, wanking himself off over pictures of me on Facebook. You know, I really don't like the idea of that. You probably won't be up for a shag when I get in. Thank you very much.
One more time, Mike Ewers, everyone! If not the king of devastating one-liners, at least a minor member of the royal family.